Well, I'm back in the garden and happy to be here. I know this October video is a little late, but as you know from the past video, life has been lifing for us these last few months. And I didn't even tell you about the bursted sink pipe and the flood that we had in the house. We had to endure 5 days of these loud fans blowing on 2 floors to dry things out. Not to mention living in our house with floors and ceilings and carpet and walls that were all torn out and had to be reconstructed. Then guess what? The dryer broke, and the home warranty sent contractors out about 5 times that couldn't fix it. In the meantime, we had to go to the laundromat. So you can see why I'm happy to be back in the garden. And now that you know the circumstances, I think you can forgive me for being a little late with this video. Look what just flew in. And we're here today to share with you what we've been doing for the month of October. I thought I'd have a little fun with it and just put on a costume because October is the month of Halloween. And I figured that was appropriate because I've been out here working. And you know, we've got a lot of things still to do and share with you all. So come on along. And you know what? Wait a minute. I got me a little sweet coffee nectar here. I need to drink a little bit of this so I can get some energy, so I can just flutter around out here and get some things done with you. Thank you for being here. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. What's happening? If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And I hope you have some fun with what you see here today. What we're going to get busy with today is pulling some old summer plants out, peppers, eggplants, because we're about to have our first frost in the next couple of weeks. So I need to get some things done while I have some time. We are going to be busy. Pun intended. So come on along. This is the last tomato bush in the garden. And we've got some tomatoes here that are ready to pick, and we've got a few that are blushing as well. So I think we're going to take all of these, and then we'll just see how these tomatoes do inside the house. There's quite a few here. All right, there you have it. And we also have about 4 different gallon bags of red Romas in the house in the freezer. And we're going to make some tomato sauces out of them. All right, this one is about to come down, y'all. The last one in the garden. So we got these poles out. And now we'll get this tomato cage off, and then we'll cut this vine down. Whew, that was loud. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get it in the bag. I'm not going to bother to compost this. All right, so look at how all that got opened up in there. And don't mind my greens. It's hot out here, and they need some water and probably some fertilizer. I've been away from the garden for about 5 days, and my mustards back here the same. They need some attention. But with that tomato plant gone, it opened up the space. Now we've got these okra plants back here, and I'm actually going to take them out. I don't think they're going to do much more this season. These okras have been this size for probably the last 2 weeks. And there's some more at the top up there. It's cool out here, I'll say that. And only getting colder. And I don't think they really like this kind of weather. So we're going to take these down and make room for something else. So let's get busy. It's hard to know where to start sometimes. But I guess I can just cut them down in smaller, cut them down the size. And then I'll be able to remove these cages and then get the roots out. So let's do this. Oops. Whoa. Let's just toss that aside. That's a nice okra right there. I'm going to take that one. gonna have to get my hori for this. Some of the smaller ones I can cut with my clippers. Look at those little baby okra. They just been sitting there, you guys, not doing a thing. This looks like, this is a pepper. This is some type of pepper, paprika or something, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna leave this one. But let's go ahead and get these cages out that the okra were in. Bzzz. Okay, there's one. There's two. This we said we were going to leave because it is a pepper plant. Might trim it a little bit, but we're going to leave it. There's also some basil here that has seen better days. We're going to take this basil out. We do have plenty more basil throughout the garden, but we're going to take that one out. It's dying back. And these are all mustard greens. They just need to be watered. Okra root. Here's another okra plant that has a nice okra on it, so we're going to take that. Be fantastic and subscribe. But we've got some beans here, and I'm going to start pulling back this this bean bush here. I think I missed quite a few beans though. I just don't see them, and I can't get back here to reach them so very easily. So next year I need to come up with a better plan for growing beans. Put this down before I hurt myself. Okay, here's the story. I actually harvested a lot of beans from this plant and I put them in the freezer. One day I took them out to process when I really didn't have the time, and I left them on the counter too long. They became unsafe to eat, in my opinion. Bottom line, I wasted a batch of beans, y'all. Let me just say, I wasted a batch, and I wasn't happy about that. I try to clean up as I go, y'all. All right, so I told you I was cutting back these beautiful flowers, the African marigolds, and we've got some bachelor buttons here, but they're moving out into the walkway, so they have to go. I already trimmed this side, so here we go. I'm having fun with this silliness, right? That's better. Now I can walk around this corner without getting caught up on the beautiful flowers. Just finishing up this bed. It's looking good. We got collard greens in the front. We've got marigolds and bachelor buttons on the side here. We've got some either bok or pak choy back here. I'm not sure what this is growing right here, but you know what? At least it'll grow now because all of that big tomato plant is gone, taking all the sunshine from it. We have a pepper plant here that I decide to cut back and see what we can get in the next couple of weeks. We got some giant mustards back there. We've got some more bok choy, and we've got that stem of okra right there that is has a very large root system on it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get it out or if I should let it stay. We've got some celery back here. We've got some rosemary back here as well that's been pretty shaded out, but it's still alive, even right here. And we've got this beautiful comfrey right here that's starting to flower, so we're just going to keep letting that grow and do what it do, and we'll use all that for comfrey tea and fertilizing our plants next season. Bed got cleaned all up. It looks a lot better. I can get inside there now. We've got basil. We've got some type of pepper growing here that I didn't even know it was there because I couldn't see it. We've got a lot of stuff growing down in here that was all shaded out. And back here we have the bok choy and the giant red mustards, and some rosemary here. I'm going to thumb through these beans over here just to pull the good ones off, but I'm not going to pull this side down like I did this side over here. And we're going to actually leave some of those on there to get some good greens for seeds for planting next year. I knocked the camera over, y'all. Oh, look, I forgot what I look like. I forgot. Sorry about that. The camera fell over. My daughter just came out. My daughter just came outside and said, "Hey, Mother," and I popped up. She said I scared her. All right, that looks good. It's all cleaned up. Pulled off some of the decaying leaves and got some beans and left a few of them on there because probably the next time we come out we'll harvest, and but we'll be able to have left some of these beans on here that we can use for planting next year. And so now I'm just pulling up some pak choy for dinner. I planted so many all throughout the garden, and they're all ready to harvest at the same time, and I don't want them to flower, so we're going to just pull maybe half of them today, try to have some for dinner, and the other ones we'll try and preserve some kind of way. Let's get this one right here. All right, we'll just take this nice little bouquet for today. I got one more little red ochre here. I'm going to go ahead and take it. This plant hasn't been very successful. I think the whole season maybe I got 5 okra off of it. I'm going to leave it for another couple of weeks just because it's out of the way. It's not bothering anything. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to, at this point, put the camera down and just get busy. There was so much out here that needed to be done, and I am working on limited time, and I needed to get this stuff out so that I could continue to get my fall planting in. All right, so this is the exciting part. These are the sweet potatoes in this 10-gallon bag here, and I've been cutting back the leaves, and then I'm going to dump it out, and we're going to see what we got. But there were so many leaves, and I've cut quite a few already. All right, for the moment of truth, I pulled all the leaves off. That little bitty tiny sweet potato popped up. So if that's any indication, I can't be sad, but I won't be the most pleased. But let me just pull this over to another location so we can dump it out. And I'll bring you right back. Well, check this out. Not pleased with this yield. I grew slips from grocery store sweet potatoes. Also, not sure why some of them were white, which I read is fine. But better luck next year. Well, y'all, this is all that I could do today. I cleaned up this bed, cleaned up the back fence, I cleaned up this bed, I trimmed the beans in the back, I cleaned up this bed, I harvested sweet potatoes, I cleaned up this area so that and I left the jalapeno peppers, and now the greens can flourish with some sunlight. And here is our Jamaican sorrel tree. It's doing very well. Everything needs some water right now. The eggplants, I wanted to clean out this bed, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get another eggplant. I don't know. I see lots of flowers on here. I just don't know if the weather is going to cooperate with us. And you know I love the eggplant parmesan. We've got a moringa here. I'm going to start dehydrating or even using fresh some of this for our teas. It looks like there's lots of little bell peppers coming on here. I can't find any to show you right now, but oh, here's one. So I don't want to mess with it. I don't know how big they're going to get, but we're going to leave it. This is turmeric, And I don't know if it's ready to harvest. I would say it is. The leaves are starting to turn a little yellow. And so we might get in there the next time we come out. And then we've got this entire side to look at. And I just don't have the strength or probably even the daylight to get with this today. But this side are, on this side are a lot of brassicas. Some of them are in there too tight. They need to be loosened up a little bit. Cabbages, cauliflowers, and got some sweet peppers over here that might be coming on, and more greens and things, dino kales. And then I have a comfrey in here and some carrots and some other greens. And I put them in this cold frame. When it gets cold, we'll see if they continue to grow. And then we've got lots of sage here to harvest. So this side is a whole different animal. Didn't get to it today. Whew. So this is how Busy Bee got down out here today, y'all. I tried to put them in there at first all nice and neat so you can see all the different colors. Because you don't see anything red right now. It's all buried at the bottom. But hey, it is what it is, okay? We are happy and feeling blessed. And I think we're going to get some camping in before the next video. So stay tuned. We flying on out of here today, y'all. If you stuck around to the end, I really appreciate you being here. See you next month.